Yo, Everyday Superpower, the place where we talk about body language, game, relationships, biology and psychology, and everything in between. Today, I'm going to talk about emotion. I'm actually going to be contrary to what most, relationship influencers will tell you, in saying that it's actually potentially a positive for you to engage in an emotional manner with a woman in order to attract her, as opposed to be this stone cold, killer of a man, this psychotic, sociopathic stone heart of a man. I think personally it's good to showcase some degree of emotional stability first and foremost, and comfort in understanding that you are human and in a sense stoic, that you understand but don't allow emotion to pivot your course and send you off of the necessary direction. She's a human being, and she understands that men have emotions such as women have emotions. That's not to say you can start breakdown crying and be offload a lot of baggage from the get-go. That's not necessarily the case. But when you're getting to know someone and you're dating someone and you're speaking of the past, or you're speaking of the future, or you're speaking about people, there's no shame in expressing yourself joyfully, with shock, with awe, with passion, even with sadness and sorrow in relation to the people who have come and gone, the times and experiences you yearn for once again, but not to a point where you are unstable and showing this crack in your armor. That's not what you want. She still wants a strong man, but a strong man is one who is understanding of oneself and has done the adventure and experience to look inwards and to find comfort in being oneself. And you're not going to go there on your first date and start talking about the heaviest things of all time anyway. I mean, you will do within reason if you play it like I do, but you won't be doing it in a manner which is like, having emotional outbursts about your loved ones. It's just a bit too far, isn't it, really? But I think as an emotional entity, the woman is going to find a narcissistic connection with you as she stares into the mirror of those who were there before her across the table at that date. She's going to fall in love with yourself, i.e. herself, because she loves herself, because every decision, every choice she's made in her life has been generally through her own wants and needs. And when she sees that reflected back at her, she's going to fall in love with you. I'm getting a call. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so let me continue onwards. So what I'm saying is, a woman is going to learn to trust you quick, given you showcase some form of realistic, human, connective, emotive connection to experiences in your past. Because if you've never loved anything before, if you have never emotionally connected with anything before, how are you and her gonna meet halfway in this romantic adventure you're about to get started on, right? Now, that being said, I'm not saying that this is the be all and end all. Of course it's not. There's so many different facets and variables. I've seen women find interest in the stone-hearted businessman who just crushes his competition, who just dominates. A woman is attracted to that power, to that stable foundation of just concrete Some women are attracted to that. But across the board, these women, given that they want to maybe procreate and have children, or at least their biological impulse tells them to do so, are going to want somebody who can showcase human-like gifts to the child of the future. That woman is going to want the child to look up in the face of that father and see happiness, to see joy. Such as she did when she was younger, because she as a woman paid incredible attention to the face of the people around her, such as when you go out in public and see these young girls, these very, very young, I don't know what age, these babies, they can't stop staring at the expressions in the faces of the people in the world around them, because that's how they learn. And that's a survival mechanism to ensure they keep themselves safe in a world which is full of brutes, i.e. the men. Young boys don't do it like young girls do. So she knows how important it is to see these emotions reflected in people. And when she sees you trying your best to hold that off or hide the fact that you have emotions, she'll be turned off by that, because she'll know. She'll see through your facade. And the strength in understanding and having positive connection to who you are and how your chemistry and how your brain works, that's way more stable and masculine than the man who has to shield himself from the reality of who he is and pretend to be somebody else. She can't trust you because you can't trust yourself. To be stoic is to be self-understanding. It's not to shut off your emotions. It's to feel them as they arrive and allow them to pass without it shifting the reality of what is. And on that note, I'm going to sign out. That's some food for thought, people. One love. Click subscribe. Like the video. I'm going to be uploading very regular on this channel. Check out the catalogue. Speaking of catalogues, there's 2 links in the description. One will take you to the catalogue of Body Language I did. It's a YouTube playlist. You'll learn how to read people through observing them, through looking top to bottom, left to right. You'll read people's minds. I promise you that. Second to that is the Patreon. I'm signing out.